Traders, what's up? What's up? Good evening, good evening. Quick late night recap here for you guys. Um, Red Day recap. Let's see. We are down 450, right? I think we ended the live stream down 430. We took one trade, I believe, on um LIFW, which did not really continue to move higher, so we ended up leaving it alone and shutting it down. But the bulk of the day was on ABVC, right? So we're making sure to put out this recap, one, to stay consistent, and two, for transparency, right? We have missed some recaps in the past. We're trying not to miss too many recaps. So ABVC, man, an absolute beauty of a stock in pre-market. Absolutely lovely. If you're to only look at this part of the day, you'll think, man, this thing was absolutely incredible, and it was. Going up from a low of 96 cents to a high of 393. It does not get any better than this, and that was a 300+% move. So for those people who were here early in the morning, 7 a.m., if they were able to capture this thing properly, they were rewarded. It did go up aggressively, and it finally gave a red candle all the way at 36, after about 6 candles of steady momentum. This does make it tricky because if you're not in early, after a small dip like this, you might be thinking this thing needs more of a pullback. But it just kept going. And over 232, pulled up to 340, 360, consolidated a little bit, and then even went higher after that. Now into the open, we just did not see the same level of follow through and consistency. And I started off by losing 550 bucks very quickly on this red candle right here. So, my goal initially going into the day, you know, I did think there's a chance this could continue, but in the event that it didn't, I'm still watching to be in tight stops, trying to position myself within the range, to be in low and get out quickly as we get the small bounce opportunities. So even if it was going to sell off, okay, no problem, because this candle, if we were to reduce it to a sub 1 minute candle, was down, then up, then down, then up, maybe twice before it really sold off, right? So, or let's just say within this entirety, let's say within this first 3 minutes, that's probably a better way to look at it. Within the 1 minute candles themselves, but yeah, within the first 3 minutes. So, you know, I was buying certain areas on certain drops, and the timing was off. We would literally go lower, lower than the bounce, and so I would get chopped out of the move, and that was a little disappointing. And I took like four losses very quickly, about 7 cents, 5 cents, and boom, before you know it, I'm down 550. So I said, okay, no big deal. Some scratch trades, right? Scratch trades to start the day. So I'm being patient. I'm watching it down here on this bear flag. And we priced in the low at 52. And from there we started to bounce a little bit. So I'm watching, and throughout trading the range down here, I was able to get myself back green. From red 550, you can see I started taking trades in this area here. From red 550 to green about 150. So it was a good turnaround, making about 600-700 bucks. Now we definitely could have done without going red in the first place. And that's the difference on the day sometimes, right? I mean, you know, especially if you're on the green side. If I don't go red 550, maybe if I'm just red 200 bucks and we add this 600-700, it's looking like a pretty good day, just like that. We're up close 1K, maybe something plus or minus. And you guys will notice we ended up giving back a little bit. So on the way down here, we kind of did a little too much trading. We should have left it alone once we recognized, hey, this thing was slowing down. So we continued to watch for opportunities, but the balances were not coming as good in this area, and we ended up pulling back all the way to lows, right? And this is where the bounce opportunity ended up coming again, is all the way down at that level of 52. And for me, what I really wanted to see was us holding a little higher on this pullback to then continue up for the potential break of VWAP area and entry, but that was not the case. So, the bottoming wicks all the way down at 52 is what ended up working out. And from there, you know, we didn't get back over VWAP, but it did give a decent enough of a bounce. So, you know, there's something there. And I was telling myself even yesterday, man, in these areas where it does look a little crazy, you know, sometimes give it a chance. Did not give it a chance today, but you know, we did end up curling up. And you can see, you know, in this area here too, you know, at the time it's another massive red candle coming down. It's looking like we're just flushing out. But ultimately the stock was finished. You know, we ended up going sideways, and then from there around, you know, 2 p.m., 140, sold off aggressively and just ended up coming down. So, you know, no good. That was ABVC, and essentially that was the day, you know, just not a ton. Besides that, we didn't really have anything else. You know, PXMD, LIFW, stocks that didn't really perform. So, you know, that ended up being the day, man. We'll be back tomorrow, and we'll be looking forward for some better opportunities. So, with that being said, be sure to hit that thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.